Good afternoon, my name is Carter Lenz. I will be talking about medical tourism today. Following the video of medical tourism, specifically in Houston, Texas, here in the United States, and all the other different places around our country as well as the world that host the medical tourism, and a lot of people come to see them. So following that, some of the main things is a lot of people are, what I heard was 13% roughly of patients doing medical tourism is for cosmetics, like let's say a nose job, or what they were calling a tummy tuck. I believe that's just changing your appearance in a little way to make you feel a little better about yourself, or maybe for something else. But that's pretty much what cosmetic is, and then the rest of it is for, diseases and treatments for certain diseases, or actual life-threatening stuff. So that being said, one of the other ones was when people get more money, they oftentimes want to start spending more money on their health, which leads them into medical tourism. So if they get a nice job, nice Christmas bonus, if you will, they'll want to go spend it on healthcare and make them feel better. And maybe they've been pushing off this surgery, like they've been getting by with a bum hip for the last couple of years. Now that they got some money to do that, then they're going to do that. And at the same time, they can go in and perhaps take a vacation wherever they're going. That's part of the tourism aspect. For example, they were talking in the video was that, let's say you go to Mexico for dental, it's going to be a lot cheaper to do it there it's going to be so much cheaper that you're going to have extra money. Maybe you go down and take the family and kids down to Cabo and alongside the beach and have a vacation out of it. So that ties into having the more money. We can do this dental surgery here in the United States for this much money, or we can spend this much money and go to Mexico, get a better treatment, and take the kids to Cabo. It's kind of, that's just medical tourism, and that's one of the main things is when you're visiting a place for the medical part of it, and you're actually going to kill a few birds with a stone and get some other stuff done. Another one was, the bigger takeaway was that actually in Houston, they have their own, there is a place there that they can then stay and live. Instead of staying out of a hotel, some treatments require patients to be checked up on and be in the area for a while. Therefore, they have this new housing thing, this option. You're going to save a lot there, and it's just going to be way more convenient to have a hotel. And you can rent from a month at a time. I think they even said maybe a week, month at a time, 2 months, 3, 6, a year if you would like. But that's just really important to have a place to stay in the city that you're getting your practice on. They were saying that, I got them wrote down the statistics so I'm not wrong here, 20 to 30% are outside of the United States that are staying in these facilities. And then 80 to 85% of them are actually patients that are staying in Houston. So that leaves about 15 to 20% that are just living there normally in like an apartment complex. So a vast majority of them are actually medical patients, and they're using this facility that they have set aside for them, or close to the area, so that they can make their recovery a lot better. Then one of the other points was the grant from Obama administration that gave these places, these international places in the United States that accommodated everybody, they gave them some money so that they could advertise what they were doing here in the United States. So you get 6, 7, 8 different places around our country of people coming in. They gave them this much money to advertise it. Therefore, people from around the world will come in, use their facility, and then they will essentially bring more revenue and income to the United States and get more people into the United States, spending money, seeing places, and touring our great country. Then they said about 1 billion total revenue from foreigners that came in using our medical facilities and all that. Another example that I found on my own, and I'm going back to earlier in my speech here, was Mexico was, a lot of people go to Mexico for dental work. And this is what I was talking about, the vacation aspect of it. According to the borders of U.S. Beyond the Borders Dental, it's in Mexico. They offer up to 50 to 75% less than the United States. So if you get a crown, I think that's what it is, you get a crown, it could be up to $1,000 in the United States, and then at their place in Mexico was about $500 to $600 to do there. And then that's the other part. If you're going there, you just as well stay in Mexico for a while. But yes, Mexico is known for their dental work. They have a high competition of clinics, all competing for the same thing, and that's to get out the best dental work. Therefore, they get all these people coming in, more patients, more revenue for their country, just like the United States. One example in my personal life of medical tourism was my aunt. She battled ovarian cancer for the longest time. She was in Sioux Falls doing theirs, and she actually went down to Houston and visited there, the exact place they were talking about, to get their advanced cancer research and what they could do for her. She spent a few weeks down there before coming back. So that really, when I seen that they had the Houston video about the Houston thing, then I knew that one hit home. I had a very good example for that one. So thank you for listening to me talk about medical tourism.